Up next, J.K. Rowling's announcement that one of the most popular characters in the Harry Potter series is gay. That has some right-wingers complaining that somehow this disclosure about this fictional character is bad for America. Author J.K. Rowling outing this man, Albus Dumbledore, the fatherly headmaster who taught Harry Potter his tricks. Potter website's buzzing, fans wondering, what does it mean? The revelation that Dumbledore is gay is not sitting well with everyone. Some conservative commentators blasting Rowling, claiming she is inserting her agenda into a perfectly good story and forcing parents to talk to their kids about a gay Dumbledore. Put the earmuffs on the kids, because here to talk about it is Robert Knight, the director of the Media Research Center's Culture and Media Institute, and Joan Wolfe, editor-in-chief of Salon.com. Thanks to both of you. All right, so Mr. Knight, this is a big deal and bad for America?
Well, I think it's bad for kids because they see Dumbledore as a moral authority, as a very grandfatherly figure, someone they look up to. And then here's J.K. Rowling, after she's made her $450 million, announcing that he's gay, gratuitously. You know, it's not good for kids because it forces the subject of homosexuality into an area where a lot of parents aren't comfortable with it. The reason she waited until now is she already made her millions with her books. You notice she didn't do it in the outset, and there's a good reason for that. Most parents don't want this.
Well, I assume a lot of parents don't want to talk to their kids about sex either, and relationships between young people, and yet that's in the books as well.
Well, I didn't say everything in the book is wholesome and wonderful.
Well, I'm saying that you're saying that J.K. Rowling is forcing parents to talk about something that they don't want to talk about, as if this is some great American horror.
I think you're exaggerating, Dan. All we're saying is it's probably not good for kids, and it seems gratuitous. And I think the game plan here is to inject homosexuality into kids' books, school curricula, every possible
so she's part of the vast left-wing conspiracy that is looking to insert the gay agenda, as opposed to the possibility that maybe when she was writing the book in her own head, she thought he was gay.
The game plan is to inject homosexuality into everything, and then if somebody says, well, maybe that's not a good idea, then you're called prejudicial, bigoted, right, made fun of. You know, this whole idea that everybody has to accept it or they'll be branded as someone prejudiced is, I think, you can see it unfolding, and it's ridiculous.
Joan, go ahead.
You know, Dan, she did not announce this. She did not make a big deal out of it. She was in a question and answer session with her fans, and a young woman asked a question about whether Dumbledore ever found love, and she revealed it. It was actually kind of moving if you saw it directly. This was not a publicity stunt. She will still make millions from these books, and perhaps parents like Robert will not be buying the books anymore, so that there's still something at risk. But there's no agenda here.
Robert, there's rumors as well about Peppermint Patty, C-3PO, Bugs Bunny, Bert and Ernie. Are these others that you're concerned about?
Dan, here's the problem. Homosexuality is being injected into everything, and if somebody says, maybe that's not such a good idea, there's this incredible campaign to say, oh, you're a bigot, you're prejudiced.
Are you angry that Ernie and Bert live together in the same room?
People who might have a problem with this.
Does it bother you?
It's wrong for two men to have sex together.
All right, does it bother you that Ernie and Bert live together?
Okay,
come on, I'm kidding around a little bit. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, you are. And the whole idea is to ridicule people who have an honest objection to this kind of stuff being forced down everybody's throat.
She writes books. It's her position that he's gay. So what?
Well, it may not mean much to you, but to have sexually confused boys look at this and say, gee, maybe I should try it, because after all, this authority figure is into it. You're not going to be around, Dan, when they come down with STDs and have all sorts of emotional problems. This is not a happy lifestyle.
Well, at least they won't have to have abortions, right?
The problem is you're pushing something, you're making fun of parents' genuine concerns, and I think that's wrong.
All right. Robert Knight and Joan Walsh, thanks.
Thank you, Dan.
Poor Dumbledore. Thanks.